na Aissatou Smile Cissé, and today the camera day now the Sierra Leone Police Training School concerning some Mammy Queens and from different barracks them with the deputies where then they can crown today and then decorate them.
Z.
Thank you very much, Madam DIG.
Officers, stand easy.
Thank you, sir. IGP.
Officers, stand easy.
Madam we are now going to witness the blessing of the President of the Police Wives Association, and she in turn will have to bless the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Madam First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Mrs. Fatima Jabi Bio, you are most welcome to this honorable program. I'm here on a singular note, and that is to dress the President of the Sierra Leone Women Police Wife Association. Ma, we are here to give you this honor today. You are so inspirational, motivational. We thank you for what you've done already. You've revived the Sierra Leone police wife. And today I have a singular responsibility, and that is on behalf of the management and staff of the Sierra Leone Peacekeeping and Law Enforcement Academy, Celia, want to welcome you and our Honorable First Lady to this ground. On this note, Ma, may I have your kind permission to dress you?
Thank you. The President of the Police Wives Association is now going to reciprocate by also dressing up the Mother of the Nation, the First Lady, Madam Fatima Mahadabiu.
First Lady now, the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Fatima Jabibiu. We are well here to this location. Mammy Queens and Deputy crowning ceremony of different barracks. On behalf of the Police Wives Association, we welcome you here today as a mother of this nation, as a mother of the Police Wives Association. You are most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank
My
you.
husband is Inspector General of Police. The dignitaries here present, please permit me to align myself with the existing protocols. Let me start by saying thanks to all of you for being part of this Mammy Queen crowning ceremony. The idea of having Mammy Queens at various police barracks is not new. It is a way of allowing proper administration among us police wives, even as we live together as a community in various police barracks across the country. We know that the national duties of our husbands are very challenging. Therefore, we need to support them by creating a home which all of them desire to run and after their duties routines. Since I became the president of Police Wives Association last year, one of my desires has been to see a well-administered association with vigilant Mammy Queens and deputies. Months ago, I tasked all police wives in various police barracks to come together and elect for themselves who they believe will represent them well and serve as their Mammy Queens and deputies. Because it had really been time for Mammy Queens election. It is as a result of that election we are gathered here today to crown our newly elected Barracks Mammy Queens together with their deputies. So you, our newly Barracks Mammy Queens and deputy, as you are seated here today, I want you to know that your colleagues saw some qualities in you before they elected you to serve them. You know, you have a bigger responsibility to think and find possible solutions to local problems affecting all of you and to also settle minor disputes amongst yourselves. You have to make sure that there is unity at all times, avoid cabals.
Take over as president of the Police Wives Association. Every single thing we then do, you don't name them. Even the water business, we then kego Mankainao, then kego Kabbalah, then kego Lusal, and even in top, we say that the first lady help, they make mention of everything. And even during the time for the Ebola, Corona, sorry, this Corona and Ebola business, the time for this Corona, waiting he do, the support we get from the SLP management, we in hospital, and the head, he talk all around day, how they go everywhere in a salon. So let me invite our own first gentleman in the police, who is not less a person, but Dr. Ambrose Michael Sovola, to make a statement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator or Mr. Chairman. Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Madam Fatima Mada Jirios Luni Bio. Minister of Internal Affairs, Mr. David Morris Panda Noah. The Deputy Chief Whip, I suppose, is here of Parliament, Mr. Honorable Kane, my Deputy Inspector General of Police, members of the Executive Management Board of the Sierra Leone Police, retired senior police officers, and also past and present Police Women Association, the President of Police Wife Association, who doubles as a wife to the Inspector General of the Sierra Leone Police, Madam Angela Owasuvula, her executive, and also members of the association. Members of the 4th Estate, I want to add the 5th Estate, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me once more welcome you all to this very important occasion. The coronation crowning ceremony of Barracks Mammy Queens and Deputy Mammy Queens at the Sierra Leone Law Enforcement Academy, Celia Hastings Campus. I want to also take this opportunity on behalf of the Executive Management Board of the Sierra Leone Police to thank God Almighty for making it possible to another milestone development in the history of the Sierra Leone Police Wives Association, and by extension the Sierra Leone Police, of which I am the CEO. Madam First Lady and distinguished guests, the Sierra Leone Police is a well-structured and disciplined organization. As management, we have always ensured that discipline is not only maintained at the workplace, but also in the homes we live. As we go to work, our spouses spend most of the time home to make care of the families, and therefore expect peaceful coexistence in all the barracks accommodation. Her Excellency, my First Lady, Fatima Madabio. One of the mechanisms in ensuring that there is a discipline and they require peaceful coexistence is through the Mammy Queens and their deputies. These are mainly police wives automatically elected by police wives themselves in the various police barracks across the country. I think the SLPP government is spying the police. Now they are asking that the women elect their leaders. We have started this young time. We ask our leaders, our wives, to elect their leader. Whoever they want to be their ruler is being elected. No interference from the men. So they owe it to us, because I'm sure they must have been looking at the activities of the police. It's a good novelty. When women come together to pick their leader, they will have no grumble to make. Madam First Lady, distinguished guests, on Saturday, the 3rd July 2021, local unit commanders were made to supervise the simultaneous conduct of the elections for Mammy Queens and their deputies across the country, and the outcomes were reported to be independent, free, and fair, as certified by the President and Executive of the Police Wives Association. Today, we are crowning 37 elected Mammy Queens and 37 elected Deputy Mammy Queens. I am told that each will be receiving the symbolic baton of authority to serve as Mammy Queens and Deputy Mammy Queens for 2 years before they renew their mandates after 2 years. Madam First Lady, distinguished guests, please permit me to congratulate the newly elected Mammy Queens and their deputies to their new position and entreat them to use the authority entrusted in them by the people judiciously in maintaining discipline and bringing development to their respective barracks. To you, the Mammy Queens, I expect you to help maintain law and order in the various barracks by attributing minor disputes for them not to escalate into serious conflict that will disturb me and my colleagues. You have to ensure you address those issues from the embryo stage and don't allow them to be escalated to our level after hard work for the day we meet such problems. Help the police administration in mobilizing people and other resources to bring development to your barracks. Contribute by supporting the implementation of government policies and projects, including the cleaning of your environment. Cleaning of the environment. I'm sure you are hearing me. Barracks inspection is going to resume. I'm going to task an Assistant Inspector General of Police to be checking that, because if we want to make a change, we must make a positive change. And cleanliness is next to godliness. Of recent, the barracks are nothing to write home about. I'm sure your election to this office will make a change.
Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Maurice Pandanoa, to make a statement.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Madam Fatima Madabio, the Inspector General of Police, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, the Executive Management Board, the President, Police Wives Association, the Mammy Queens, the Deputy Mammy Queens, the Fourth Estate. Mr. Chairman, I beg to align myself with existing protocols. I ask also that talk Creole. The reason why I want to talk Creole is because in speech where they write, well, I'm not able to read them because they print small. So the way they don't print, and the first thing I look at, and most of what in the IG don't say, Alex say, the boss will write you and I write me. So I know for after I don't talk, it's difficult for her to talk. So I did talk off the cuff. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm glad for there because this for me is an important occasion. We can crown or coronate Mammy Queen them and then deputy them. So I look what's in a coronation. I say, well, I go to a dictionary, I go look what's in a coronation or what's in a crowning. the first thing where they say na a confinement where they put honor, where they put to people them, where don't get a distinguished position, we don't acquire distinguished position. He also say then at the Bible. He also say na an honor within at the Bible. He also say then at the Quran for let we confer or let we coronate people that we don't do very well now the environment them. I also say okay, well I look up what in barracks mean. Barracks, the first thing within a barracks is in an ugly building. I say not to that I want to. So I look back and say okay, now an area or place for military people or place where people in the day. So I come, I ask what they, I ask around from the time where they say you get for mixed statement. I say, okay, what that Mammy Queen, what did they do? So they say, Mammy Queen them, first and foremost, they look after their husband them. First and foremost, they look after their husband them, the policeman them, and they look after. So, I don't see this, I say, okay, well, fine. If we look after if the woman that look after the man them, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Brigadier retired, Julius Maada Bio, self for la can tell una say, he look after the man them, the policeman them. So until they not the tell una, but they look after them. Training. We don't get about 20 senior police officers them. We don't go train in Nigeria recently. They don't come back. The last set don't come back. They don't go get good training Nigeria. He also say for tell una say he don't increase them pay so until they not tell una. They don't increase them and they pay. He increased on 25% this year. It increased 25% next year. It increased another 25% the other year. So 75%. Let them tell you now when they come out, let them not say they don't increase their pay. I also ask them, say, hey, the Mammy Queen, and then they look after them, picking them all. Then they show say they go school and they do everything for them, mentor them and all them things and they. Now the Mammy Queen and they do that. His Excellency Sela tell you say he don't pay fees for them picking them. He don't pay fees. So no picking. The teacher no can tell you say for pay fees. He don't pay fees for all the picking that we say safe. So picking to go school. If the bus not the come here with barracks, you barracks. Advocate for let the bus pass near your barracks because I also don't give free school bus when you take them picking them go school. Bus day. And if they pay small things and forget fuel. But bus day for carry them go school. He also say they provide books then for them at the school. He also say they provide food for them at the school. So food feeding them at school as well. He also say for tell and say the picking away you not get where they don't go say where they don't pass seconds where they want for go higher education. He also provide support for na picking away they go university. Each police picking for get scholarship. Every police picking for get support where they go university. So they don't pay for all they go university. Why be they come? The police chief IG say not talk plenty and now. Not talk plenty. So I did talk small and left some. But it don't pay for them picking them. We also would not say the mediate between family disputes and the barracks. But please, as the IGB they say, no make us suffer. Let people they not run away at the barracks. The only thing make the one that is police husbands association not the we got police women then. But we will look at that later. He also said the president, His Excellency say you don't forget access to the Munafa fund, police wives. And Mammy Queen them. You know push, follow, get some. If you don't get an account to the IG, you account to me. Yeah. You forget microcredit, you forget to the police wives. We for sure say the police wives and then the Mammy Queen and the deputy Mammy Queen they all get this microcredit. So then go do business, then go help the vocational side.
Sit down, please. The Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Pandamua, the Inspector General of Police, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, other IGP here present, the President of the Police Wives Association, Madam Sovola, Hawa Sovola, the Mammy Queens, the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the police force and members of other forces here present. Good afternoon. First, I want to say happy because I did not sit there and the twitch and screech by myself where I see the students and they understand. I've been just one where they come and invite you now for can sit down at the front here because you deserve for being at the front. But I'm happy when I don't go under the shade. I'm very happy for that. Thank you, whoever think that way for moving up from the sun. Today we are here not only for celebrate great women them who they sacrifice not only for their husbands them but for them pikin them and for their community at large. And I'm happy for being associated with an organization like this because when you get a woman we focus, a woman we believe in togetherness and a woman we believe say they also want to contribute to nation's building and to the protection of this nation. That woman they need them for being my friend. At this juncture, I know say me and the press in a party there, but I want kindly ask una know una move until I don't fix una camera then because I want to see my woman their faces then please. Thank you. Where they come today, I actually not come here thinking say I will meet this kind of pageantry where they show when women they day together, they do great things. I left the house and His Excellency said to me, until I don't want the business, I say, yes sir. Okay, we'll tell them say I didn't also on a weekend. But he said make I bring greetings to una all and follow on and know say wherever you are, He's thinking about you people. And that your presidency stands with the women of this nation. Because 52% of this nation are women. Before I address Madam Hawa Sovola, we happen to be the president of this organization we don't did before her. As a first lady, in the second president who I don't work with. Before Hawa, I work with Mrs. Moibe. And I will tell you say she was dedicated also for make sure say the woman will do well. And he believe in education and he believe in women empowerment. Together, for the 1 year that she served, and make sure say we able to build an institution where the police wives then today will be proud of for saying that they own. So I still want to remember in hard work because it give me an idea as to what the Police Wife Association is all about. So I want to commend them for your work that Hawa don't take over today and don't do an excellent transformation. Mrs. Sovola, as the president of this organization, and the transformation, the way you don't come with, these are critical transformations. A heart for letting allow women them for able to organize themselves. It's difficult because in most cases, when we disorganize, we make the other side then thrive. But when the women are organized, they become scary. We not try to be scary for the man then. Because I believe say every woman in rights now to protect your husband, and every woman in right now for protect your children, and every woman in right now for do the right thing for your people. Because when a woman fail, everything else fail. If your man come out na house for go work, you're not happy, you're not able to do that work there. When your husband leaves your house, then get for come out of the house, knowing say they are the man of the house. When you give them that authority, when they go out, then they do what you not expect, and in a very positive way. So I ask when I say, even though you are the mommy queen of your barracks, you are still a wife of a police officer. And that respect, you forgive your husband. That respect, they own it as a man. Because you are only a mommy queen because they married you for make you be a police wife. So dear, we dey go put law and order them. But Lord, we also continue for respect with husbands them and give them that respect that's them due. Mrs. Ovola, I remember the first time you come to me, I tell you, say, the reason why I'm not ashamed for tell the world how much I love my husband, because if I not tell the world, who I go tell them? I'm a man, I love her. So I tell our Sovola, say, when you tin up, make the world know, say, the IG Sovola na you man and you love him. Because as long as the IG they happy, the police then go they happy. As long as the IG they smile, the police then go they get what they supposed to forget. But if the IG face dark, we go to office. I believe say the police there where they work with IG then go they talk this. Any time IG come on our house, you know happy. That day the office can warm. So dear, continue for make we IG happy. Continue for put smile on face so that we go to office make you do what is right for the police force. Because na in na the custodian of that force. I'm happy for dinner. I know say we are doing transformation and putting in the way we want for change right now. When I know say if I get them, ask me Fatima, they give una straight. But when I also know say where I commit myself to something and I make sure say that thing they happen. So now I commit myself. I commit myself to some of the things the way we don't talk so we they do. I want to bring to our attention say again, when Hawa come, he not only tell me say he want to put mommy queens them together. Because that one day I just organize the women and make sure say they do the right thing and choose somebody where they lead them. But he say, Mommy, I want to follow we extend the vocational school, follow we make them bigger. And I know say right now, that vocational school they don't start them for extend them. And the woman is self now they can do the work. For make sure say it does happen for them under your leadership. So I beg, I want to recommend them for that. We also they say, now me put boreholes them, now the police barracks them. That's not 50% true. Because I know say if I want to be calm with that problem that they in front of me, I don't know what's in the problem within the police barracks. And even where I give the money for let them go do the boreholes them. If now other leader I go eat the money. They sit down, me not care safe. I wait till I go do one and the IG in wife. But yet still, they still go and make sure say them barracks then they then get the water. So if I get any praise here today, I want to follow and know say 50% of that praise they go to Mrs. Sovola for leadership and for the things that way he wants for the woman then. Now I don't hear the issues the way you don't bring up now. I want to let you know, say last year, I gave 150 million to the police. And now, at the pledge say, this now waiting me able, this not a government, so government not give me and forgive me. Waiting me Fatima able, as Fatima Mother Bill. From next year, where they start in the next 30 days, and they begin forgive una 200 million every year. For now, we're going to put them into sticks them. As long as the money where we give that money they una they invest them into the things they want to say, una they invest them in. We will continue for add more and we will continue for support una. I want to let you know, say, when I speak with the authority from an organization also. We believe in nothing but retired Brigadier Julius Madabio leadership. That is the Julius Madabio Women's Wing. And they commit here because when I commit, they know say I don't talk to them. That means say we have to do it. Whatever may happen, it has to happen. Every year we will give 200 million to the Police Wives Association. That is a commitment. So whether I am around or not, there is a structure with the Julius Madabio Women's Wing, and I know say then deny, and they know say then don't commit as long as I don't talk. And you will have that money, and if we're able to add more, we will add more. But as long as we will give the money, we will still sound at the put on, we're not afraid for add more. So I want to commit someone this afternoon. And I also want to say, yes, Africa decide for choose me for being the African champion for sanitation and hygiene. And that one day possible, not because I work on my own. When we launched the Hands of Our Girls campaign in Sierra Leone, Toure was there from day one when we put the team together. The first meeting we hold, she was there. And we asked the blessing of the IG and say we want a woman. And Elizabeth Toure then was in charge of gender. And she was there. And she has been there. And she continued to support this project. So I want to follow and know say, for me, for let the African Union look the whole of Africa and look all the leadership in Africa, the position when they give me, now 2 presidents don't hold them before me. 2 presidents. The first one, Rwanda President Paul Kagame. The second one, Liberia former President Ellen Johnson. And they look me, nobody woman, and they say, this time that you will want for the you can lead with. I want for the woman know, as long as now the United Nations don't put together a fund where now for sanitation and hygiene. And the first person, where the person, Dominic O'Neill, where they appoint for lead that fund. The first person where come for campaign, Coxito, na me, Fatima, because as the champion of Africa, a campaign Coxito me. What that means? It means say, Sierra Leone will have to be part of whatever then they do, because Nayad and champion day. If you don't include me country, I know they work for you. That is simple, and that one day I make them clear to them. Whatever pilot scheme they do, Sierra Leone for their part of them. So the first 5 countries then where they do a scheme for, who say they need for provide toilets, facilities, who say they need for provide water system. Sierra Leone is one of the 5 countries. And next year, we will begin that project there. And I want for the police to know say, that project will start with the barracks. We get for make sure say we will get them facilities there, yeah? As the champion, me say for make sure say the people that where they stand by me for let the world know say yes, I'm doing a good work. Then self need for get part of that. You are priority in that thing the way to do. Now as soon as I know again, me not a politician, but if you give me mic, I don't know when for stop. Because I'm a journalist. So microphone is what we know. Wanna help me with the campaign for Hands of Our Girls. Wanna help me with the campaign for the free sanitary pad. The police, now one of the only few institutions then in this country, when a government institution, we stand by the fundraising of the free sanitary pad. I want to say thank you to women. Whatever we raise, I not behind them, I tell you now, and we able for make sure say 59,000 picking them benefits from the free sanitary pad. So whatever praise they give me, and also for me one, they go to the police also, because now we all do that work there. And I want to say thank you. And this year again, we will do the same thing. The government of Sierra Leone, and then they provide the sanitary pad. And you know what that means? That means the sanitary pad was a good project. Because Mother being government, they know they put them up any project we not good. So now I make them say this year, no, we not go bigger, because now so then they call me, they say we not bigger. They say no, no bigger, then they buy the pad. Then go buy the pad, and we go bring a camp to una picking them. And we go make sure see this year, not of 59,000 picking them go get them pad that day, but we go give as many. It will be more than waiting than they ask for. The other thing I want for announce to una, I get about putting the one need for let the woman they know. So we give me mic at the top so that because you even do one the win a partner that the force you get for telling saying that this thing happen. Now the Ministry of Health, we don't understand say cervical cancer as something where they put Hamburg woman in this country. Cervical cancer is a very serious disease where they kill women in this country. And you get them at a very early age. Where you not treat them, it go on for like 5, 6, 10, 15 years. By the time where you didn't know say you don't get them, it don't almost too late. So my office and the Ministry of Health, we don't work together and we don't able to forget a vaccine for 200,000 Pekin. A vaccine called the HPV. That vaccine if you give Pekin before it begin my business, you not go ever get cervical cancer. So it prevent them. And the minister also, we know say the Minister of Health who we get today. Now one of the most decorated Minister of Health in the world, not just Sierra Leone. Every medicine or whatever will concern health issues in the world, before they make decision, then they consult them. They don't tell me say, because I ask them this question. I say, okay, will they prevent picking them when not start my business? What about the one that we don't start my business? They say a simple screening. When they say screening, they just need for check you picking in vagina. They just need for check the mouth of that one day. It is show, they get a microscope when they look at it is show if you picking, it gets the tendency for grow cancer cells them in womb. If you do, then get a small thing, not just something where they use in cotton wool. Then go use them for clean inside the picking in womb. As long as they do that one day, their cells and they will don't begin to grow. If they kill them all, it will prevent you picking for get cancer. The reason why I tell you this, because the moment we come out again with that cancer business and can begin talk, then go talk saying that juju I don't bring. Where juju they pass through needle. Do you understand? So dear, as una don't believe in the sanitary pad, as una don't believe in the Hands of Our Girls campaign, and the beg una the Mammy Queen them, now una also begin for talk to with people them about this vaccine. We better now protect to begin them now than 10 years from now with Fatima no go there again. We all run for go hospital because to begin and don't get cancer. Do you wanna help me now make this possible and protect the beginning of this country? Then they say na girl picking no more me the facts for. And the facts for girl picking because now they're the vulnerable one them. And the facts for girl picking because now they don't sideline them for far too long. And the facts for the woman them because I believe say if you give a woman a chance, it will make a lot of difference. So dear, I don't bring this back to una. Lord, una help me. Lord, we reach out to people in the country for say the vaccine then what will they come with for picking them. Dear, now for protect them, not to for do them any harm. Now the other thing I want to talk about now the COVID-19. The only reason why we're there today is because of the COVID problem. Again, we get people away, they tell us say we will not take the vaccine. Sierra Leone get 1 million vaccine. If 1 million people then take that vaccine, then 1 million people then go don't protect themselves. Do ya? Una take them vaccine then all the women in this country.
Because when woman push something, most times it will work. When I love talk to the people and make them take the COVID vaccine. Now the fourth wave now don't come out. This fourth wave here we don't come out. Because every day then they count new wave for we. Every day then they say this one don't come, this one don't come. So long not see don't let the medicine the way they give it for protect we, they expire, we not use them. Do you? When I love begin campaign to people and make them take them vaccine there. This not a politics. Politics in time, at end of 2022. When I not say from when me don't begin the can on a barracks, then one day I not even talk one country, one people. Because not only business, who that you support. Who that you want support them. If that time reach, when they give you the right, say go talk to a woman then about it. I will come to you and tell you why I feel say me own better, and then you come to me. And you say get a chance for tell me why you feel say you own better. And I will listen. Then it left to me and you two now go sit down. I could decide. If you want KSLPP, me want go APC, I will switch. If I believe in your message, I will go to your side. If you believe in my message, come to me your side. So I don't want to we talk about politics now, barracks them. There is a time for everything. Right now, the only thing I want for ask Kuna, dear, Lord will find a way for protect to begin them. Lord will not accept rape them or barracks them. And Lord will not be silent when we know say that the rape will begin and will settle not. We were the settle not, we set the part of the problem. When you begin the attacker, not afraid, come forward, we will fight them. Because unless I know who that's the attack, I'm not able to fight your case. And if they rape you begin at any barracks, I'm aware of that, I will fight with you. I want to assure you that one day. And I believe say waiting the IG they say, an officer that means the means in word. I believe say don't be part of this fight. Do ya? Hands off our girls is not just for that. And where would they talk about early marriage also? Early marriage, as far as I'm concerned, and they legalize rape. Not early marriage. Because when you give 15, 16-year-old to a man, now rape you, they give and for go rape him. No man not supposed to marry 15-year-old pikin. I beg you not see don't make them do that to me again. The time don't come for let the woman they say no, and when we say no, don't mean that no day. Now for waiting we get an aya. If I be not say una all na blue na the wearer for wear blue because today me say one look like Mammy Queen. But still, even though I don't know say na blue na the wearer, I make sure say I get some blue because this na in support of the police. I make sure say I get blue na me clothes. I want to know say I want not to not say na leader no more. I want to know say my office is open for the Police Wives Association. I want to know say I want to go come to my office for tell me a problem with concern una I give a deaf ears. I will work with her. I will walk along her because where come una na inna the boss. So I will stand behind now, make it lead me. Make it lead me to una and make us solve the problems them as women there. And they'll be together and support one another. Yeah. Oh, left now today. Oh, they go back. They say we not to the judge, they're not to win at the juries, they're not to win the men, to win a police. And through that one day. But win a peace. And win at the peacekeeping force. So that one day on, and they ask the IG say, they give you that right thing. We are the peacekeeping force. We will go enforce peace and we barracks them. And make sure say we barracks them, they be together and be united and stand with each other. Because not only when you have your peace, not only when you are united and when you are together, you will do wonders for your community. I thank you so very much for inviting me here. And I promise for the come, as long as you they do something where I need for be there, I'll be there. And I promise say, the next time I see una, JMB then we don't put the money together and we will come present unto una for your 2022 new venture. May God bless you all. Thank you so very much.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and who that you be?
My name is Sia Brema, and I'm the PTS Police Barracks. I'm the Deputy Mammy Queen.
So we sit today and can decorate you, and I go want for me you tell viewers how you feel.
Well, I feel so awesome, so nice, and so sweet because the program they go fine and cute.
So what does this mean to you?
This means a lot to me because it's leadership. Now when people believe in me and get trust in me, for like I go be leader, and I know say I go able to lead them, and they know say I go able to lead them as well.
So what's difference you get for me?
I get for make a very great difference because one, I get for empower the woman there, for let them know what's in their rights, let them know the do's and don'ts, rules and regulations, what them for do and what them not for do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and who that you be?
My name is Zaina Mambu from 18 Celia, the Sierra Leone Peacekeeping Law Enforcement Academy, 18 Barracks.
And we see today that I can decorate you as Mammy Queen for this barracks. I go want for me you tell viewers how you feel.
Well, I feel happy and honored to become a Mammy Queen of my barracks. I feel so honored to lead my police wives inside the barracks. I feel honored. I want to make a promise to His Excellency Julius Maada Bio say we go support him for my law and discipline then at the country as a whole. And not just only staff, but I want to make sure say the law and order being at the country.
So what's different where you get for making at your barracks?
Well, I got so many differences for making at the barracks. First of all, I want to bring the women's team to peace. We all forget one, as the motto goes for the Police Wife Association, it's love and strength. So I want to bring the love of my police wives together and for bring the facilities where I believe say they're in need of inside the barracks.
Thank you very much.
I thank you also.
As another listen, for waiting the First Lady for the President of Sierra Leone, when I the keynote speaker, waiting it don't take as they address the different Mammy Queens and for the different police barracks them, and also the one themselves where they come crown say themselves gladly for make them say they can position in the different barracks. Mina Aisa to smile say until we meet again to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera. I say tata.